There are 5 truths you should never ever share with anyone. It doesn't matter if it's your childhood friend, your family, or someone you think you trust. There are things you carry alone because when you speak, you open doors that can never be closed again. In the underworld, we learn early that the mouth is a weapon, and like any weapon, if used at the wrong time, it can turn against you. If you want to survive, and more than that, thrive, learn to keep certain secrets buried with you. Want to know what they are? Pay attention because I won't repeat myself. The first rule is simple. Never reveal how much you earn. Never. Because money is like power. The more people know about it, the more they'll try to use it against you. In the game of life, especially in the streets, silence is golden, literally. Think about it. Why would anyone need to know exactly how much you earn? To admire you? To get inspired? No. These conversations never end well. You only attract 2 types of people, the envious and the opportunists. And let me tell you, neither deserves your time. Moreover, when people find out the size of your wallet, they also start mapping out your lifestyle. They know where you go, what you do, and worse, how much they can take from you. Don't hand over that kind of power on a silver platter. If for some reason you feel the need to talk about it, be vague. Give a general idea, something that keeps the conversation flowing without revealing your cards. But the exact number, that goes with you to the grave, trust me. The second rule, never share your family's problems with anyone, never. Because when you do, you're putting a loaded gun in someone else's hand. Let me tell you a story from 1976. A lesson learned in the underworld where trusting the wrong person comes at a high price. Tony was a guy who had it all. Respect on the streets, money in his pocket, and a family that seemed solid. But Tony had a fatal flaw. He talked too much. He thought he could trust a childhood friend, someone who grew up by his side, a mistake he paid for with his very soul. This traitor started listening. He listened when Tony complained about arguments with his wife, problems with his son, and even the money schemes he kept hidden from our own mafia family. And what did this friend do? He used every word as a brick to build his betrayal. First, he got close to Tony's wife, whispering sweet words while Tony was busy dealing with his own issues. Then, he spread Tony's secrets around the streets, weakening his position. Before long, this traitor not only stole Tony's money, but also took his wife to bed. And what did Tony get? Humiliation, isolation, because he couldn't believe what had happened, and a hole in his chest because he couldn't bear it. Rest in peace, Tony. Betrayal like that isn't just a mistake, it's a death sentence. So listen closely, kid. Your family's problems are like jewels. You keep them locked away. If you expose them, you're handing over your life to someone who could stab you in the back. Because no one deserves to know what goes on within your walls. Protect your family like a wolf guards its pack. If you don't, one day, it could be you losing everything, including your dignity. The third rule, never reveal your plans for the future. Talking about your goals is like handing over the vault key before you even reach the bank. In life and in the underworld, plans are weapons. And only a fool leaves their weapons out in the open for anyone passing by. Let me tell you something you need to understand once and for all. When you talk about your plans, you're handing over the treasure map to others. And people, They won't cheer for you. Some will steal your ideas. Others will work in the shadows to ensure you fail. Because one person's success is another's pain. And in the game of life, no one wants to lose. Picture this. You have a winning lottery ticket. Do you go around showing it to everyone? Of course not. Only a fool would do that. But when you open your mouth to share your plans, that's exactly what you're doing. You're shouting to the world, "Hey, look at me. Here's my chance to win. Come take it from me." I've seen guys plan big moves and talk too much. The result? Someone smarter would steal the scheme before they even got started. Or worse, the cops would get an anonymous tip. Because, my friend, not everyone who listens to you is on your side. Here's the advice. Silence makes you unbeatable. Your plans only need to be known by one person, you. Do what needs to be done and let the results speak for themselves. Because at the end of the day, those who boast about their goals never reach the top. The ones who do, they talk less and do more. The fourth rule, keep your judgments about others to yourself. It doesn't matter what you think of someone or how certain you are that you're right. Keep your mouth shut, because in the end, talking about someone else never leads to anything good. Let me explain. When you share your thoughts about someone, you're throwing gasoline on a fire that might not even be yours. Your opinion becomes fuel for intrigue, disputes, and, in our world, even bloodshed. And for what? To feed an empty ego? To seem clever? Let me be blunt. Judging is human, but opening your mouth is an amateur's mistake. When you talk too much about someone, you create space for that information to be twisted. And don't fool yourself. Spoken words never return the same. Someone will take what you said, distort it, and use it against you or someone else. Remember Tony? Exactly. You don't want to end up like him. And another thing, talking about others diminishes you. You know who spends the most time gossiping? The weak, the mediocre, those who have real power on the streets or in life. Don't waste energy on gossip. They act, build, and win. So, save your words. Got a judgment? Great. Use it to decide how to act, not to make speeches. A closed mouth doesn't cause discord, doesn't create unnecessary enemies, and most importantly, doesn't turn you into someone small. The final rule. Keep your deepest personal experiences to yourself. Not all of them, but the ones that shaped you, that transformed you. Because the moment you expose these parts of your life, you're handing someone the key to understand and potentially manipulate who you truly are. Let me tell you something. In the underworld, we quickly learn that the stories that define you are also the ones that can destroy you. I've seen men fall because they trusted the wrong people, sharing moments they held close to their hearts. An emotional weakness revealed to the wrong ear is like handing over your vulnerability on a silver platter. And here's the thing, if an experience was so special, so significant, why throw it to the wind? Every time you talk about it, you chip away at its value. You turn something unique into a cheap token anyone can manipulate. Moreover, you never know who's on the other side listening. It could be someone who will use your story to tear you down, manipulate you, or simply expose you for their own amusement. Silence, my friend, is a shield. The less people know about you, the less power they'll have over your life. So, keep those memories to yourself. Share them only with those you're certain will cherish them. And trust me, that certainty is rare, because in the end, what you've lived is yours and only yours. Protecting that is protecting who you are.